DJ Treasure Fingers after our Scionify Ride and Drive event in Fresno at Twist Lounge. So we're just gonna ask him a couple of questions. So you've been doing a lot of work with Fool's Gold with their tight space. How'd you get involved in that?
I think that, I don't know how that came about, but they just asked me if I would be into doing very intimate in-store. They just opened a store like maybe less than a month ago. So they decided to do this thing where, you know, Fool's Gold artists do a DJ set, and it's so small that I don't know how many people can fit in, maybe 10, 15 people. Yeah. And then you can kind of interact with the crowd and field some questions and stuff like that. So I was definitely up for it. And I think I do it August 17th.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I can't wait for that one. So you do podcasts for your fans. So like, what got you into that? Like,
the thing that really sparked it for me was I'm really into comedy, like stand-up comedians and just like the behind-the-scenes writing of comedy. So I listen to a lot of comedian podcasts, and I really like just hearing them. Like, they go on for like 2-3 hours sometimes, and it's just them and their friends kind of shooting the shit, and it's very entertaining to me. So I kind of thought, well, there's these big shows that I play, and it's like me and other artists in the green room, and we have really, like, I don't know, the conversations are always good. They're either really funny or like kind of insightful. We're sharing kind of production tips or stuff like that. So I was like, maybe I can do a podcast where I just invite some friends over that are in the industry, you know, other DJs and producers, and we just talk, and then I put it on the internet. So.
And then, so what do you like technology? Like, what's your likes and dislikes of technology as a whole? Like, especially being a DJ and like having an international fan base.
Yeah, I think it's good to be able to share instantly, you know. At the same time, it's almost like information overload, and I feel like things are moving too fast where, actually I think someone brought it up the other day that, it's actually my friend was talking about Matt and Kim. He went on tour with them, and they literally just put out an album out like maybe 3 months ago, and he said fans were like, when's the next album? Like we just put an album out, like, you know, just wait, whatever.
Yeah, like too much going on.
Yeah.
So DJing, so you've been around the world everywhere. What are your most memorable international moments, like your favorite places that you're just like can't wait to go back?
Australia is always a really fun one for me. And one reason in particular is just because I get to escape the harsh winter of the Northeast United States, and go there and it's like, you know, 90 degrees in summertime, and you go to the beach in the middle of, you know, January, February. So that's one of my favorite places. Just the crowds are really great. Good taste in music there. The radio's really good there. And I also really like playing in Europe, you know, like Berlin and some of those, Barcelona. Just, it goes so late and you can play for 3 or 4 hours and they never get tired of hearing you play. So
they definitely know how to party.
Yeah.
So besides your awesome work with Evil Intent, how did you get your big break, like DJing and going off on your own and doing your thing?
Well, early on it was just like I grew up in a really small town and I didn't have a mentor or anything. I just kind of ordered turntables and started driving to Oklahoma City or Tulsa or Dallas to buy records. And actually, like Jeremy Dawson from the band Shiny Toy Guns, him and a friend of mine, Ed, booked me for my first rave in Oklahoma City. And then from there I kind of started playing regionally, and then the Evil Intent thing took off. And then Treasure Fingers was just kind of an accident. I had all these tracks sitting around, and a friend of mine told me to come up with a name and, you know, leak a few on the blogs and see what happens, and it just kind of snowballed from there. So yeah, it's cool because I've stayed in contact with Jeremy, who booked me way back then, and we actually have the same manager now, and like really good friends, stay in touch and everything. So it's been very integral to my career, I would say.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a good job, so keep it up. So how is it working with like these crazy DJs like Laid Back Luke, Chromeo, and they're like remixing your tracks, you're remixing theirs, like you're just like,
yeah, it was,
how's that?
Well, when that first, like when Fool's Gold signed Cross the Dance Floor, I was really excited because it's like A-Track and all these guys that I look up to. So, and then I got an email that's like, hey, so Chromeo really wants to remix your track, and we got Laid Back Luke to do a remix, and we got Lifelike and Curses and all stuff. So I was just like, no way.
Were you like overwhelmed? Like, what?
Yeah, I was like, this isn't happening. And then all of them started coming in. I started hearing the remixes, and then that's when I was like, wow, it's like really happening. So yeah, it's cool to just be kind of able to like I play these festivals and then I see Luke. We're excited to see each other.
Yeah.
It's cool to have like friends like that you've looked up to previously,
It's a great feeling.
Hey, I'm Treasure Fingers here in Fresno, and you're tuned in to Scionify.